Next problem, a little bit more complicated.
Yeah, that one confused me.
Yeah. So now I have 2x plus 5 equals 3x plus 6. And if I looked at my algorithm, it's as if they're simplify each side. There are fractions, there aren't any. Okay, follow this, okay. Combine like terms, okay. I can't simplify this, and I can't simplify that. So I'm past step 1. Step 2, use addition or subtraction to move all the variable terms to one side of the equation. And so in this case, I decided to move all of my variables to the right. Now I could have moved it to the left, I'd have gotten the same result. But I decided, since 2x is being added and 3x is being added, I'm going to be subtracting, and I'd kind of like to subtract the smaller number of x's from the larger number so I don't have a negative answer. So I decided to subtract the 2x from both sides. 2x minus 2x is 0x's plus 5, gives me 5, equals 3x minus 2x gives me 1x, which is just x, and then plus the 6. So I'll have 5 equals x plus 6. So I got all my variables on the right. So now, my next step says to use addition and subtraction to move all the constants to the other side of the equation. The side not where the variables are. So that means I need to move this constant, the 6, away from the x. And I said, well, the 6 is being added to x, so the opposite of addition is subtraction. So I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. Whatever I do, I've got to do both sides of the equation. So I get 5 minus 6 is minus 1 equals x plus 6 minus 6 is 0, so this is x, so x equals minus 1. And now I just want to check my work. I get my original equation, and wherever there's an x, I put in a minus 1. So 2 times a minus 1 plus 5 should equal 3 times a minus 1 plus 6, if I did everything right. Positive times negative is negative. 2 times 1 is 2. So I got a negative 2 plus positive 5. Well, that's the same as positive 5 minus 2, that gives me 3. Equals, positive times negative is negative, 1 times 3 is 3, so negative 3 plus 6 is positive 3. So 3 equals 3, that's a true equation, so that's correct. So I didn't make a mistake, so indeed x equals negative 1. Okay. Here I have 3x minus 4 equals x minus 4. I want to use it. I can't simplify this side. Can't simplify that side. So now I'm ready to work across the whole thing. I want to get all my variables to one side. In this case, I decided to put them on the left because I've got essentially adding 3x to a negative 4. I'm adding 1x to a negative 4. So I decide I'm going to, because I've got to use subtraction to move the x's, I want to subtract the smaller from the larger. So I decide to subtract x from both sides. 3x minus x is 2x. I've got the minus 4 equals x minus x is 0, and then the minus 4, so 2x minus 4 equals minus 4. Now I've got all my x's on one side. Now I have to move all my constants, my numbers by themselves, to the other side. So I have two constants here. They're both minus 4 or negative 4. In fact, if I, no. So I need to move this out of here. I'm subtracting 4, so the opposite of subtraction is addition. So I'll add 4. Whatever I do on this side of the equal sign, I must do on that side. So I'm going to add 4 on this side. So I get 2x minus 4 plus 4 is 0. So I just have 2x equals minus 4 plus 4 is 0. So I have 2x equals 0. Looks a little strange, but it's perfectly reasonable. So now, so now I'm at the point where I've got simplify each side as needed. I'm at the point where I have a coefficient times a variable on one side of the equation and a constant on the other. That's line 4 of the algorithm, or number 4. So now I'm going to use multiplication or division to remove the coefficient from the variable. So where was I? Oh, here. So coefficient times variable, the 2 is multiplied by the x. So to undo multiplication, I use division. So I'm going to need to divide by 2. Whatever I do on one side, I must do on the other side of the equal sign. So 2x divided by 2 equals 0 divided by 2. The 2's cancel themselves out, become 1, divide each other out, become 1x, which is just x, equals 0 divided by 2. 2 goes into 0 0 times. So x equals 0. Now I just need to, which is perfectly reasonable, I just need to check that that's true, that I didn't make an algebraic mistake somewhere by plugging my answer back in. Whatever is next, I put a 0, so 3 times 0 minus 4 equals 0 minus 4. 3 times 0 is 0. 0 minus 4 is minus 4. Equals 0 minus 4, which is just minus 4. So minus 4 equals minus 4 is true. So I didn't make mistakes, so my answer is that x equals 0.